Hello, I just want to say I'm a big Frostpunk fan because the game had a lot of interesting things like the survival elements, the political elements, the building elements, the continuous struggles for survival, and also kind of like the hope that somehow your colony will make it. Then you also had the scenarios, which were very interesting because you could use the Steam engines, which are basically AI engine, if that makes sense, and a lot of other things. Now, I would give the game an 8 out of 10 just because there are way too many politics in the game. Not the bad kind of politics, but the game is basically centered around politics and you voting in the council for new advancement, which is a bit weird because most of the times you'll have to choose something that the people will vote for instead of choosing something that you really want or need. So most of the time you cannot fix your problems until you get more hit stamps or money or tax from your citizens, or until the next council voting. So that's a bit annoying because you'll basically have long periods of inactivity where you just lose people, people are getting angrier, there's nothing you can do about it, with long periods of you actually researching something and then making huge improvements. So the game pace is all wrong, and that's my only complaint about the game, and that's why it's an 8 out of 10 instead of being a 9 out of 10. Anyway, thank you developers for sending me a key. I really enjoyed this game and I think it's really fun, but I'm not sure if it's, at least for me, if it's justified, the time investment, if it's so much, how should I put it, if it's so much downtime. That's my problem. So we'll play a new story and we'll play on the hardest difficulty. Anyway, that was kind of like the thingy. No active pause. To be honest, I think it's a problem because you should have an active pause in this game, because sometimes you need to think long and hard where to put certain things, long and hard how to defrost an area, long and hard to do some other things. So the problem if you're going to play, let's say, an officer, steward or captain, the problem will be because the economy will not even be enough for you to get the basic stuff you need. So I'll play on captain. If we die, I'll play again to the same amount of content or to the same progression, and then I'll start from there again the next episode. But if I die 2 or 3 times, I guess that's it. I'll not play any longer, and I don't know, we'll see what we'll do. So captain, difficulty, and start. Yeah, sorry about the longer intro, but I just wanted to make a few things clear because I did a review for the game and I am, again, I'm not sure for who the game is supposed to be, because unless you played Steampunk 1, you'll not really enjoy some of the mechanics that are more related to the end game. How should I put it? They are related more to the end game development or the end game progression, where you have to convince people to follow you. Because in the beginning they should follow you, they have no choice, I don't know. You'll see what I mean once we start playing.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together.
Yes, he's naked.
United, we survived 30 years of violence. But the world around us is dead. Empty.
Right for taking. The city grows.
Vestas.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, they're exiling you because you're an elder that cannot really do much and you're just eating food for nothing. Kind of sad, but that's kind of like the story. And you kind of pick up after 30 years of successful surviving, but there's There's not much left to the game itself, to the fight in the cold. And if you're wondering how does this work, well, the Wanderers are basically people from New London or from other places, if I remember correctly, and you're slowly making your way to New London or making your way back to New London. I guess we'll play this as well because it's part of the storyline, so it's important, so... kind of take both oil. Also frost break over here to the prefabs. Not sure we need to go there just yet, but we'll go there anyway. You know, we need a space to build houses. So, yeah, let's frostbreak and do some other stuff. Now, this is only the beginning of the game, and I really want to go past it very, very fast, so I can play more of the fun part of the game. I guess we just need to make our way over here, which is a lot easier if you just go this route over here. So we can make our way to the seal. Oops, that's a secret. Okay, play the game. So yeah, you no longer build buildings, you're just going to build districts which kind of handle themselves, which is a lot easier for the player because it's not so intensive on the building, but at the same time it was a little more intensive on the building. So get the oil from the wagon. And then we have to turn on the heat, but as you can see people are kind of freezing right now, so let's build a few houses. You don't have access to expansions and expand the districts, and you don't have access to a lot of other things as well. So let's kind of play this on max speed. I think this is just, well, I guess this is the prologue that is meant to teach you a few things. Turn on the generator. I like the sound a lot. I see. And as you can see, this is a limited amount of supply, so you only have that for 95 weeks. So let's just do what they tell us to do. Yes, we need more prefabs. So this is the Wanderer faction. I'm not sure if this will carry on to the next scenario, but we'll try our best over here as well. We need to build the houses. Also, it's not very clear how many resources you have. I think the game has a lot of problems, and as you can see, we're kind of dealing with them one by one. So let's start on the food issue as well. Housing district, we need more scrap, so that means we just need to wait. Like I said, it's a bit of a waiting game most of the times. I can just build over there, but I like it to be next to the generator. Oh, so you can even... interesting. So probably it will be best if I do it like that. Oh, that's an interesting thought, but again, this is just the tutorial. You don't need to worry too much because you'll be done with it and then you'll never see it again. Okay, we're just building stuff. So the problems will become darker and darker over here. They'll ooze more darkness the more severe they are. We have some hunger, we have some squalor, we have some things here and there, but nothing we cannot handle. Wait, that's oil. I guess that's more oil. Oh well. See, I'm kind of... I don't know. I'm kind of programmed to click next to it, but you have to click on top of it. Food is ready, but it's not enough. I guess by the time they finish that, we can go over here to the big source of food, which is the seal. We'll show you how much food you can extract from there. So some of these locations will have only food for a few weeks, or it's not enough. 14,000, it's not really that much. And the extraction speed is solely based on the district, and you can improve the speed of the districts at which they harvest the resources, which is a little bit interesting, but again, it's not really that important in the beginning because you need to have so much technology and so much political power you don't even dream about it. I think that will be my main challenge, just to handle the problems. As you can see, we're stockpiling it right now because we're having extra production, but I don't think we can store it anywhere without the proper storage space. Okay, we're just waiting for the prefabs now. 0 income per week because that's not ready. So heat is okay. Cold is notable, but we have a few houses. So I guess because of the difficulty, your population is more housing. Interesting. We need to gather more materials, and there are not a lot of locations where we can gather them. So that's prefabs. That's materials. That's materials. This is where the game also kind of loses me a little bit. As most sources of goods will be kind of far away from your city, and even if they're not that far away, you just need to wait on the money so you can do the cross breaking. Ah, don't worry, people are not really dying that much. That will solve the issue. The food, well, I guess we need the materials, otherwise people are a bit unhappy and squalor increases and crime increases as well. Oh, I guess you have to wait until they're done with that, okay. Actually, no, let's just expand to the next area if possible. It's not like we're going to use it, but hey, for convenience sake. Okay, just waiting on the prefabs then. So this will be about, yeah, what, 20 per week? I guess there's nothing for us to do but wait. Okay, that's filling up nicely, but we don't really need more space. So as you can see, every location is resistant to the cold, or kind of well defended against the cold. Yeah, don't worry about that, will not need it. Housing district, again, just more prefabs. We should have enough to build a second housing district soon enough. Okay, people are kind of cold, but don't worry, the cold will make them stronger for New London. Okay, let's use the keyboard to do that. Sick and freezing to death. I guess you have to also do a little bit of frost breaking to get access to a new housing area. Don't worry, like I said, this is not so bad. It's not as bad as it looks or sounds. Okay, we have the materials, we have everything we need. We just need a little bit of housing. Then we can focus on increasing our food production even more. The military squads keep the peace. Okay, let's go for the faith. Again, I'm not sure if this influences what you find in New London or not. Shelter. I guess we cannot build there. Resource nearly depleted. Yeah, the food doesn't really last that long, does it? I guess you have to go down here because it's easier to access the other food source from here. So yeah, let's just look at the beautiful pictures. Related to, I guess I should have talked about this in the beginning. Related to the graphics, it's a little bit weird because I am playing with FSR and frame generation because it seems like this is the only way to get enough FPS in these modern games, but textures are on ultra high. The details, yeah. Doesn't let me change that, so I'll just leave it like it is. Actually, district, oh. Interesting, so it can get stuck and it can need repairs. That's something I didn't see on the other difficulties. This is kind of useless in my opinion. Let's turn it off. We don't need more fuel. I'm wrong, we need more fuel. I guess all the difficulty changes is the number game. So in the difficulty number game you need more fuel. For the generators you need more people to probably work in certain locations. You also need more, yeah, a bit annoying, but what can we do? That will be built very soon. How much do I need for a food district? 200 workforce, that's not a problem, okay. Also, even this mission is difficult or is annoying on this challenge mode, captain mode. Call to miner, well, I am trying my best. Okay, so everyone is in the shelter right now. Everyone should have enough heat, but again, I cannot really research anything, so I'm kind of stuck. I have to make do with what I have. The workforce is fine, we just have to take care that the sick people don't die. We only have a few workers available. $500 prefab. Guess we have to clear the way for here in case we need it. Okay. I'm just missing a few people. So imagine this: you have basically one single person missing from the job, 299, and you cannot start it. I don't know. The game has some ridiculous things and some things that are a little more weird. I think the developers are going in the right way in many regards, but they should have made the building aspect of the game more fun. They should have made the game a little more dynamic, meaning you don't just look at your screen for 5 minutes at a time waiting for something to happen. Everyone is warm. Exactly what I would call warm. Put it on overdrive to alleviate that problem. Okay, there are no more resources for us to get. So let's demolish that. I don't think we'll need that other location for prefabs, but I might be able to build one more food district, so it's a little easier. So 38 weeks, and we will gather the food in 47 weeks. So is that bad? Yes, it's that. Activate emergency shifts. Huh. So that's why they give you 2 oil stacks over there, so you'll you'll have enough. Yes, you'll have enough fuel to sustain yourself. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess I need just one more food district, which now we don't have the fabs for it. Yeah, I see the problem. I guess everyone has a job and they're happy. Yeah, this is going to need more prefabs, so I guess we cannot really win the mission without them. Well, I already did this one, so you get an achievement for not going to big challenges. You know what, let's let the elders go. Last time I did this differently, but now we'll let the elders go. Yes, I see we have no prefabs, that's what I'm working for. Again, if you don't have enough workforce to do the frost breaking, you are kind of stuck. So I don't know what to do in a situation where you don't have the people needed just because you're barely missing them because they're sick a little bit. So we stop gathering the food because the stockpile hub is full. Horrible. This is still not enough heat, even with the generator on max. Well, this will be interesting to play because in the big city in New London we'll have a lot of problems with the heat. I couldn't solve the heat problem, not even on the second difficulty, so I guess a lot of people will die, or even more people will die in this version. Yeah, we'll have enough very, very soon. So 25,000. Yeah, I guess we can just wait it out now. Don't really need to do anything. So as you can see, we fixed most of the issues with supply. The problem with the cold will mostly persist throughout the game, so don't expect a game where you just play the game and survive and are very, very fortunate to go through the game. Nope, nope, nope. This difficulty is really relentless, and I guess you just need to double down on your buildings, meaning you need to double down on your production and scrap income. I think once this is ready, we're done and we'll finish the mission. Yeah, now we just wait. Now people will start dying. I kind of forgot about that, so they still haven't fixed the problem with you not getting really a proper warning when that happens. And the only reason to kind of frostbreak everything around it is to have, you know, this hub near it in a better location. Preparations are over and we survived it. This is the whiteout, by the way. It's just a fierce storm. That looks very, very menacing. So, yeah, you can probably finish this mission in about 15 minutes, depending on the difficulty. We survived. This was the prologue, and now we'll go into the first chapter of the storyline. I think this chapter has 6 chapters, the storyline 6 chapters. You'll be able to play all of them individually, so I'm really, really hoping we'll get to play with a new settlement at some point, or at least we'll get to try something else new, because just starting in New London is very, very stressful. You need to manage a big population, you need to build a lot, you need to secure a lot of resources. It's kind of annoying. And this is basically 10% of the tutorial you need to know. By the time you play the game, you will need to know 3 or 4 times more things than you know now. So roll credits. I love the design of the city. It seems like they kept most of the other buildings, like the balloons, like the walkers. I forgot what their name was. The big mechanical constructs, which were basically steampunk AI, but now they will be upgraded to diesel punk once we get access to oil. So So you're basically the new leader of New London, and New London already has a lot of problems. The generator was shut off because they didn't have the coal for it. They don't have enough houses, they don't have enough space, they don't have anything. They don't even have food, but they do have a big stockpile. Scraping the barrel, chapter 1. Okay, and this will be the problem. I wish you would have an overlay that shows you all of the resources regardless of you being in this mode or not. Your only source of coal will be over here, so not much choice over here. We have a lot of prefabs, we'll have a lot of food to start off with. You even have a lot of materials, so you have a full stockpile. You don't really have the goods. You don't have the housing. Oh wow, that's so bad. I need so many houses. The first part is to restart the generator. Important priority will be to make space for housing. And the third priority, let me see, food, okay? Yeah, actually no, we don't need to work on food for now. See, this is the trap, like I said. The trap, don't believe it. I think it's a little better to just build a council hall in the beginning. You have predefined spaces for certain buildings. Not let us do that there. Okay, so let's build the housing districts, which again, it's not really a choice because you have to build them over here. You can expand them over there after a while. And this is where the game gets tricky. This is where I need the active pause for stuff like this. So we don't need the food, we just need to build a ton of houses and also the coal. Coal industry needs to be done. Have the hit stamps. The hit stamps are just, you know, like money. You can also get more or use them as favors.
Steward.
At least it seems like a warm place. Everyone has energy to fight. Now you are tolerated, so we need to. Again, this is the problem. You will not really like the voting system, let me show you, because you can actually get a game over screen so fast you don't know what happened. So vote. Now the faster you can pass your vote of confidence, the faster you can get to researching stuff that is really needed.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Rejected.
The votes are in, the measure fails.
That's it. You died. Game over. Anyway, that's kind of funny the first time you see that, because you need to wait a little more until people are a little happier with you, but at the same time, I think we can just reload the game and kind of make the vote by, you know, cheesing it until we get multiple reloads in. I don't know. It seems like the developers haven't really thought about this side, because like I said, the only difficulty is convincing people that you know what's better for them. So the issue is that you have 20 votes and the rest need to have 50% vote for you. Guided voting will be allowed later. So let's try that again. Bad.
The delegates have
They really don't want us.
war
So this just means we need to spend more time fulfilling the needs of the people, which is a little bit annoying, but hey, what can you do? I still think you can kind of cheese it, because as you saw we got 39, 38, we just need 3 or 4 more votes, which I don't know, we could probably give those people a piece of bread and they'll vote for us at this point of the game, but hey.
Hear us, Steward.
Steward. I guess we need to start, we need to build the housing districts, and we need to start the coal mining as soon as possible. Oh, wait, we can start that already. We also have the logistic and the industrial district. Sure. So let's start on that project as well. As you can see, we're losing money quite fast. We can also start expanding these settlements. Now, this is not really well explained, but in order to build buildings in the housing districts, you need to expand them 2 times. While that might sound easy, it's a lot harder to do, because if you expand them 2 times, you'll get 2 buildings. But if you just have all sectors without expansions, that means you'll not be able to build anything in them. It's the weird thing, because that's actually very, very punishing, and you don't even know it. So we did that. As you can see, trust in us is rising. So let's finish these 2 quests and then we'll try again. After we start the generator with the vote. I guess I built that very, very early. And we need to be careful not to use our hit stamps on silly stuff. Look at that, there it is. Ah, I think that was one of the... Yeah, there they are. The walkers, the giant walkers. Now they seem tiny from this distance, do they? Yes. I don't know why. I guess it's because of the storm or something. But yeah, they're using the same model. Okay, build a research institute, which is kind of hard to do. Again, you need this rebuilding slot. We will make it here. And then expand that a little more. And then that's it. We're out of money. I think we can pass the vote now without many issues, because we help them a little more, and helping them a little more goes a long way for your own goals. But again, I don't understand why it's so based on politics. Oh, no, not more people are with me. Even though I did that, they're still not going to vote for me. That's so sad. Yeah, we're going to fail this one as well. Because I thought that we'd get more approval, but we didn't get more approval rating for that. I don't get it. And this is the main thing of the game. I think some people will understand the politics system better. I just don't see the appeal of it. We did the first missions, we increased their trust in us, but apparently it is not enough. And now we're kind of stuck, so we just have to wait for people to give us their hard-earned tax money.
Are you listening?
So we can continue with this. Again, we don't really have any issues.
The steward appreciates all your adoring letters and
Yeah, we
will
need to
answer
build-
personally in due time.
We need to build more expansions, and we also need to clear the way to the expedition center, because that will allow us to do a lot of other things. So New Londoners are a big portion of the community, and I guess the Frostlanders are the one that came to the city So these guys want a more robust and more natural resistance against the cold, and those other guys want... Huh? What? Why? Why did I automatically fail? That's so weird. I guess if you build a council hall, they'll have to take the vote, but on this difficulty, apparently... Again, I had no problems passing the vote on the other difficulties, but this is just artificial difficulty.
Stewart!
Oh, so you cannot wait. Interesting. So, what if we negotiate to this? Let's say we negotiate to the new Londoners. Vote for, and we need to give them something. That's not going to be good, because that will be very hard to take. Food production efficiency is increased, we don't need the food. Huh. This is the only one that is going to be useful, but... Okay, let's do it like this, since there's no way we're going to pass the vote on this difficulty without outside help. Okay, that scared me for a moment.
The proposed law has been approved. The steward appreciates all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time. The steward
that will be it,
has all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
Generator is doing okay. Hit scarcity is not so bad. Yeah, like I said, we're just waiting for more money.
You hear us, steward?
Okay, so we need to please the new Londoners by giving them the coal mines, but... $80. No, 50. If we start researching that, we'll not have enough to research to build the next city housing district.
Stewart!
I guess we're still tolerated. I guess you can also do that, but trust falling significantly sounds like a good idea. Also, see how this has 2 building slots? Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be done. That only has 1. I guess we can save the game over here. We promised those guys we'd get mass-produced goods. And I think we need to research a technology for that. Factors. Again, I'm not sure if you need to research something for this or they will just propose it at the next meeting. But for now we have to do what the quest tells us to do. So workforce. Less people are needed to work, but you need more materials. I'm not really agreeing with. Blasting coal mine. This is slightly increased. I guess we can look at this, a new idea. Sure. I guess I would normally pick the housing insulation, but the game will force me to do this. But these 2 people have the same idea. Not sure about the material. Nah, it's actually not that bad because there are not that many. But that's still pretty dangerous. No, we have to go with this one. And by the time we do that, it will be so much time. Yeah, it's going to take a very, very long time to do that. And once the temperature drops, we'll have a lot of people sick, which will be the main problem. Okay, let's save on for free over here. Yeah, to be honest, if I was playing without the political side, I would just go for the logistics centers. So survival goods. Mass-produced goods. We'll propose this one because they will accept it anyway. But that's kind of like a wasted opportunity to get something that we actually need.
The eyes have it!
But they are happy with us now. Trust rises. Tolerated. Well, I guess that's one of the things you have to do, build a council very early.
Have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Now that's going to be a weird district if I build it over there, so I guess I have to slowly expand, but as you can see, we don't really have a lot of housing opportunities. I guess I'll just build another housing district over here. I don't think it will be safe from the wind, it doesn't have any bonuses. Yeah, because if you go with the housing in the industry, that will be very bad for Scholar and some other things. Table crevasse. Oh, interesting. So it does give you a few hints on where you can build the houses. I mean, if transport is not a big problem, then you should probably go over there with building them. Oh, I see the problem. The problem is that you'll be going over your materials, which you don't really have a lot of them, so that will be tricky to pull off. It will also be an interesting area to build. 10 shelter plus 20 heat. Definitely not there, because we need to mine all of those things over there, and that will be a trouble city if we build over there. I guess we can try and frost break in this area and build a new residential district over here. And though it's not really recommended because I'll not have enough resources to do that. Yeah, so this is the problem. You don't really have any good choices. All of this will be bad choices. So I really wish there was a mode for you to only see the resources. Yeah, we cannot do anything over here. We have enough fabs, we have enough materials for now. Yeah, we'll have to build a district over here. Huh? Can I just make that go away? Yeah, why does it keep showing me that? I'll not be able to build enough near it. Well, now it's kind of throwing me off because I know I will not have enough stuff, and also the industry... Okay, how does this work? I didn't really try out this one. So I assume we have 6 points over there, but if we don't manage to clear all of them, will that still give us the bonus? I don't know. Post wins, oh, so that's even worse. Okay, this is an interesting option we have, at least we know that now. I guess that would be the best location to build some houses since there's nothing there. Yeah, very cool options, but probably have to choose this one over here. Wait. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I guess that took a long time to decide, because I know if we go over there it will be double the amount of resources and time wasted, and we don't really have the time since people are freezing right now. Yeah, so we have to build basically a housing district every time we have the money for it. Just waiting for that technology to be finished, so it's a nice little chapter. Wondering what this is. It's severe cold.
Warning. Unjustified visits to infirmaries will be punished. Make way for the severely ill.
Yeah, we need another extraction district over here. I had enough heat over there. I guess we have to build it over there. We need to stockpile more coal. Just because at some point that will be done. Again, there's nothing I can do against the cold because the game will not let me do anything against the cold. And our food stockpile is running super low, dangerously low, so we need to build a food district with the next hit stamps we make. Yeah, generator nonsense stuff. Okay, let's save the game, and I think this will be it for this episode. We might die very fast. This might be a totally unsuited difficulty for me. Okay, about constructing the new thing. Waiting for the hill stamp. So I'll end the episode over here. You just have to build it on top of an extraction district. Probably the new one, since that other one will be done mining very soon. Actually, no, let's wait until we get that one. You can see the full process, because it took me such a long time to figure that out. I don't know why. Even worse. Oh, that didn't really help my food situation at all. Oh, whoa. I guess to unlock this one you need to be the best loved person anywhere. Propose per capita slightly decreased. Now the problem is, as you can see, you don't really have a lot of options in the beginning. Society, food. We have more workers, but we get less money from them. Interesting. So we can use the body parts to support city healthcare. I think we need something for survival, but what? Food doesn't really help us in the beginning, and yeah, we need to research better stuff. The shelter increases will not be... We cannot do anything about that. Heat demand is decrease. Heat pipe watch, interesting. I need something for this. People are divided. Well, let's propose this, and we'll have to reload the game if it doesn't pass. I mean, without a guided voting, how would we do this?
Have spoken. The law takes effect.
Okay, thank you, game. I really needed that. Stupid
A
pipes.
law has passed in the council. Take heed.
There it is again. I have to start producing goods very fast since our stockpile is very low. But I wanted to do the blasting coal mine. Now, if you're wondering where should you build it, well, look at this. 276 weeks left, 78. A no-brainer, if you ask me. Oh, we're out of food. That's so sad. Hey, we cannot give you food because we're too poor to buy food. Again, it seems like it's modern capitalism already. We could take more money from a faction, but... yeah, we don't have the... wait, we have the guard squads. 13. I guess we can only extort these people. Oh wow, yeah. This difficulty doesn't let you do anything related to making things faster.
A new model is safer than a repurposed one.
Say that now. Okay, so that will more or less soften the issues with food, but as you can see the game is still basically a dice roll. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to research something new? Guess what, we cannot research anything new. I guess this is the big change. This difficulty doesn't really allow you to prepare for anything new. Okay, I'll end the episode in a second. I just want to look at something. Of course, the first episode will be longer just because we did the prologue as well. I guess we don't really need the insulation anymore. We need more resources from the food district. So that will give more food output, but will require more people and less heat demand. Yeah, this is the why waste hothouse. Even though disease is increased, we need this. We need this. Otherwise, we'll not have enough food to feed everyone. Yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.